Hello, my friend. My name is Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and I'm very glad you're here with me today. If you are over 60, I want you to listen with a calm, open mind, because the topic we are talking about today is not about fear. It is about understanding your body, catching small problems early, and protecting your freedom to move, walk, sleep, and enjoy life. Let me ask you something gently. Do your feet ever tingle like pins and needles? Do you get leg cramps at night that wake you up? Do your legs feel heavy by the end of the day, like you are dragging them? Many seniors experience these things, and many seniors are told that's just what happens when you get older. Sometimes, yes, the body changes with age, but sometimes these symptoms are not just aging. Sometimes they are early warning signs that the blood flow in your legs is not as strong as it should be. And I want to be clear, I am not here to diagnose you through a screen. I cannot do that. What I can do is help you understand what these symptoms can mean, what can cause them, what you can do at home to support healthier blood flow, and when you should talk to a medical professional so you stay safe. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 warning signs that your leg circulation may be struggling. I'll explain what is happening inside the body when circulation slows down, and then I'll talk about one vitamin you may have heard about, vitamin B3, also called niacin. I'll also explain something very important, and I want you to hear this clearly. No single vitamin is magic. If someone tells you one vitamin will fix everything for every person, that is usually not the full truth. However, certain nutrients can support blood vessel health, energy, and circulation, especially when the diet has been lacking. Vitamin B3 is one of those nutrients that can be helpful for some people, especially when used the right way. Most of all, I'm going to give you a simple, calm action plan you can follow, without stress, without complicated steps, and without feeling overwhelmed. Now, let's start by understanding what circulation really is in the simplest way possible. Circulation is your body's delivery system. Your heart is the pump, and your blood vessels are the pipes. Your blood carries oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body. It carries oxygen to your brain so you can think clearly. It carries oxygen to your muscles so you can move. It carries nutrients to your nerves so they can send signals properly. It also helps carry waste away, so your body can clean itself on the inside. When circulation is strong, your hands and feet are warm enough, your muscles recover well, you can walk without pain, and your skin heals normally. But when circulation gets weaker, the body may start showing signs, especially in the legs and feet. That's because the legs and feet are farthest from the heart, and gravity works against the blood returning upward. Your body has to work harder to send blood down and bring it back up. So what causes circulation to weaken as we get older? There are a few common reasons, and it is usually a mix of more than one. One reason is that blood vessels can become less flexible with age. Think about a brand new rubber band compared to an old rubber band. The old one is stiff and may not stretch well. Blood vessels are not rubber bands, but the idea is similar. Healthy vessels can expand and relax as needed. With age and with inflammation over time, vessels can become stiffer. When vessels are stiff, blood flow is not as smooth. Another reason is plaque buildup in arteries. Plaque is a fatty buildup that can develop in the walls of arteries. If plaque grows, it narrows the space where blood can flow. That is like a road becoming smaller because something is blocking it. Less space means less easy flow. Another reason is that the valves inside veins can weaken. Veins in the legs have little valves, like tiny doors, that help keep blood moving up toward the heart. When valves weaken, blood can pool in the legs, and that can lead to heaviness, swelling, and visible veins. Another reason is lack of movement. When you walk, your calf muscles squeeze and help push blood upward. That is one reason walking is so helpful for circulation. If someone sits for long periods without moving, the blood can move more slowly in the legs. This does not mean you have to exercise hard, it just means small movement through the day matters. Other reasons include high blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, dehydration, certain medications, and even nerve issues from the spine. That is why symptoms should not be ignored or guessed at. They should be understood and checked when needed. Now, let's talk about the 5 warning signs. I will explain each one in a calm way. As you listen, you can simply notice what sounds familiar. The first warning sign is changes in skin color. This may sound small, but it can be one of the earliest clues. If blood is not delivering enough oxygen to the skin may look different. Some people notice their feet look pale or lighter than usual. Some notice a bluish or purplish shade, especially in the toes. Some notice darker patches, or skin that looks thin and shiny. The reason this matters is simple. Skin needs oxygen, and blood carries oxygen. If oxygen delivery is low, the skin may show it. People with circulation problems may also notice that small cuts or scrapes on the feet take longer to heal. They may notice the skin feels colder than the rest of the body. They may notice they bruise easily. These are not things to panic about, but they are signs to pay attention to, especially if they are new or getting worse. The second warning sign is cramps when walking or at night. Many people get a cramp once in a while, and that can be normal. But if you get a certain kind of cramp that happens in a pattern, it can be a circulation clue. One pattern is cramping during walking. A person starts walking and feels a tight pain in the calf or thigh. It may force them to stop. Then, when they rest for a minute, the pain gets better. Then, when they walk again, it comes back. This can happen when arteries are narrowed and the muscles are not getting enough oxygen while working. Another pattern is nighttime leg cramps that wake you up. Some nighttime cramps are from dehydration or mineral imbalance, but frequent cramps can also happen when muscles are not getting steady blood flow. When muscles do not get enough oxygen, they can cramp more easily. Night cramps can also disturb sleep, and sleep is very important for seniors. Poor sleep affects balance, memory, mood, blood pressure, and overall healing. The third warning sign is tingling and numbness in the feet. Many seniors describe this as pins and needles, buzzing, burning, or numb toes. Sometimes it happens after sitting with legs crossed or sitting too long. That can happen to anyone. But if it becomes frequent, especially when you have not been sitting long, it may be a sign that nerves are under stress. Nerves need blood flow just like muscles do. Blood delivers oxygen and nutrients to nerves. If nerves do not get enough blood flow, they can become irritated. Over time, this can lead to nerve damage. Diabetes is a common cause of nerve problems, but circulation issues can contribute too. And nerve problems matter because they can affect balance. If you cannot feel your feet well, you may not step as safely. That can increase fall risk, and falls are a serious concern for older adults. The fourth warning sign is cold feet, even when the weather is warm. Some seniors say, "My feet are cold all the time. I wear socks to bed even in summer." Cold feet can have different causes. It can be thyroid problems, anemia, nerve problems, or just being thin. But it can also be a sign that blood is not reaching the toes well. Warm blood is what warms your feet. If blood is not flowing strongly to the feet can feel icy. If cold feet are happening along with cramps, tingling, or color changes, then it becomes a stronger clue that circulation may be involved. The fifth warning sign is visible veins, like varicose veins and spider veins. Varicose veins are those bulging, twisted veins that can look blue or dark. Spider veins are smaller red or purple lines that look like webs. These can happen when the valves inside veins weaken and blood pools in the legs. When blood pools, people may feel heaviness. They may feel aching by the end of the day. They may notice swelling around the ankles. Some may feel itching or throbbing. Visible veins are not always dangerous, but they are a sign that the vein system may need support. Now, let me add an important safety message because I always want you safe. If you ever have sudden swelling in one leg, especially if the leg is warm, red, and painful, you should contact medical care right away because that can be a sign of a blood clot. If you have chest pain or trouble breathing, that is an emergency. If you have a sore on your foot that is not healing, especially if you have diabetes, you should not wait. Those are situations where you need professional help. Now that we have covered the 5 warning signs, let's talk about the vitamin you asked about and that this type of script is based on. The vitamin is vitamin B3, also called niacin. Vitamin B3 is a real vitamin that your body uses every day. It helps your body turn food into energy. It supports the nervous system. It supports skin health. It also plays a role in how blood vessels function. One reason people talk about niacin in circulation discussions is that it can cause blood vessels near the skin to widen, which can create warmth and redness called a flush. That widening is sometimes called vasodilation. The simple idea is that a wider blood vessel can allow blood to move more easily. However, I want to explain this carefully because this is where a lot of confusion happens online. Getting enough B3 from food is healthy and important, but taking high-dose niacin supplements is not something you should do without guidance because high doses can cause side effects and can be unsafe for some people. So we are going to focus mainly on getting enough from food, and I'll explain how to think about supplements in a safe way. Many seniors do not get enough B vitamins, including B3, because diet changes with age. Some people eat less protein. Some people eat small meals of toast, cereal, crackers, and coffee. Some people have digestion changes that affect absorption. Some take medications that affect nutrient levels. It is common. When the body is missing key nutrients, you may feel more tired. Your muscles may feel weaker, your nerves may feel more sensitive, your skin may heal slowly. That is why nutrition matters. So what foods contain vitamin B3? Let's talk about it in everyday terms. Chicken is a strong source of B3. Turkey is also a good source. Fish like tuna and salmon contain B3 as well. Eggs contain some B3 too. Nuts like peanuts and almonds can help. Mushrooms have some. Whole grains like whole wheat bread and brown rice have some too, though the body may not use the plant sources as easily as animal sources. If you eat a balanced diet with some of these foods, you are often getting enough B3. Now let's talk about the idea of how much in a simple way. Most older adults need around the mid-teens of milligrams per day of niacin. The exact number depends on sex and individual needs, but the important point is that you do not need huge doses if you are simply maintaining good health. Food sources can often cover what you need. If someone is truly deficient, then yes, they may need more for a period of time. But deficiency should be handled with a clinician because symptoms can overlap with other problems. Tingling feet, for example, can also be caused by B12 deficiency, diabetes, thyroid issues, or spine issues. So you do not want to guess. Let's talk about the niacin flush for a moment because people get worried when they feel it. A niacin flush usually feels like warmth, redness, or mild itching, often on the face, neck, or chest. It can last a short time. It happens because blood vessels near the skin widen. Food sources almost never cause a strong flush. Some supplement forms are more likely to cause it. Time-release forms can reduce flushing, but they come with their own concerns and should not be taken casually. If you are thinking, should I take a supplement? Here is my calm advice. Start with food first. If you want to take a supplement, talk to your healthcare provider, especially if you have diabetes, gout, liver problems, or if you take blood thinners or cholesterol medicine. Safety first, always. Now, I want to help you by giving you a simple day of eating that supports B3 intake without complicated recipes. Imagine you start your day with eggs. You could have 2 eggs scrambled or in an omelet. You can add spinach if you like. You can have a slice of whole grain toast. This gives you protein and a good base of nutrients. Later, if you want a snack, you can have a small handful of almonds or peanuts. This gives healthy fats and some B vitamins. For lunch, you could have a chicken salad. It does not have to be fancy. It can be chicken on lettuce with vegetables and a simple dressing. If you do not want salad, you can have chicken in a sandwich on whole grain bread. For an afternoon snack, tuna on crackers or half a tuna sandwich is simple and affordable. For dinner, salmon with vegetables is a wonderful choice. If salmon is expensive where you live, you can use canned salmon or another fish, or rotate with turkey or chicken. This is not about perfection. It is about gently improving what you already eat. Now let's talk about what really makes circulation better over time. Nutrition helps, but daily habits help even more. And the good news is you do not have to do extreme exercise. Your leg muscles are like helpers for your veins. When you walk, your calf muscles squeeze and help push blood upward. That is why sitting all day can make legs feel heavy and swollen. So I want you to think small and steady. If you are able, stand up once every hour and walk for a few minutes. You can walk around your living room. You can walk to the kitchen and back. You can march in place while holding onto a chair. The goal is to wake up the leg muscles and help the blood move. Hydration also matters. When you are dehydrated, blood can become thicker and harder to pump. I am not saying you need to drink gallons of water. I am saying take small sips through the day unless your doctor told you to limit fluids because of heart or kidney problems. Food choices that reduce inflammation also matter. Too much sugar and too many processed foods can increase inflammation in the body. Inflammation can harm blood vessels over time. Simple swaps help. Instead of cookies, you can try fruit or yogurt. Instead of chips, you can try nuts. Instead of soda, you can try water or unsweetened tea. Stress affects circulation too. Stress hormones can tighten blood vessels. If you are under chronic stress, your body can stay in a tight state. Gentle breathing, a short walk, music, prayer, stretching, and social connection can help calm the nervous system. Now let me share a story in a warm, realistic way, because stories help us understand. Imagine a woman named Margaret who is 67. She tells me she has cramps at night. She tells me her feet are always cold. She tells me her legs feel heavy by afternoon. She tried magnesium and it helped a little, but she still felt something was off. When we look at her daily diet, we see she eats toast, cereal, and salads, but very little protein and very little fish or poultry. She is not doing anything wrong. She is eating what is easy. Many seniors do the same. So we make simple changes. We add 1 serving of chicken or fish most days. We add a small handful of almonds as a snack. We encourage gentle walking a few minutes at a time. After a couple of weeks, she notices her cramps are less frequent. After a month, she sleeps better. Her feet feel warmer, her legs feel less heavy, she feels more energy. Now, is that only vitamin B3? It may be partly B3, but it is also protein, better nourishment overall, more movement, and better hydration. The body is a system, and it improves best when we support it in more than one way. Now I want to speak to my vegetarian and vegan friends, because you matter too. You can still get vitamin B3 without meat or fish, but you have to be more intentional. Foods like peanuts, mushrooms, brown rice, whole wheat bread, and nutritional yeast can help. Beans, seeds, and fortified foods may also contribute. Since plant sources can be less bioavailable, some plant based seniors do benefit from a B complex supplement, but again, it is best discussed with your healthcare provider. At this point, you may be thinking, Dr. Sarah, how do I know if this is truly circulation or something else? That is a smart question, because symptoms like tingling and cramps can come from other causes too. B12 deficiency is very common in older adults and can cause numbness and tingling. Diabetes can cause nerve problems and circulation issues. A pinched nerve in the back can cause tingling. Thyroid problems can cause cold feet. Dehydration can cause cramps. Some medications can contribute. So here is my calm recommendation. If you have mild symptoms, you can start supporting your body with food and gentle movement. But if symptoms are strong, worsening, or affecting your walking, you should ask your doctor for a checkup. A simple exam and basic blood work can reveal a lot. In some cases, doctors may use a vascular ultrasound to see how blood is flowing in your legs. That is a helpful test when needed. Now, I want to give you a simple action plan, and I will say it in full sentences so it is easy to follow. First, I want you to notice your symptoms without judging yourself. You are not failing. Your body is communicating. Pay attention to skin color changes, cramps, tingling, cold feet, and visible veins. Notice if these symptoms are occasional, frequent, or getting worse. Second, I want you to choose one meal today and improve it slightly. You do not need to change everything. You can add eggs at breakfast, or chicken at lunch, or tuna as a snack, or salmon at dinner, or nuts as a snack. One step is enough to start. Third, I want you to move your legs a little more than you did yesterday. If walking is hard, you can do seated ankle pumps. You can point your toes and then pull them back. You can do gentle leg lifts while holding a chair. You can walk in short bursts. The goal is to wake up blood flow and strengthen the muscle pump in the legs. Fourth, I want you to drink enough fluids across the day unless your doctor has told you not to. Dehydration makes cramps more likely and can make circulation feel worse. Fifth, I want you to track your progress for 2 to 8 weeks. You do not have to write a lot. You can simply note cramps, yes or no, tingling, mild or strong, feet cold, yes or no. Many seniors notice changes in 2 to 4 weeks if the issue was partly nutritional and lifestyle related. For some, it takes longer, and that is okay. And finally, if you have multiple warning signs, or if symptoms are severe, or if you have diabetes, I want you to schedule an appointment and talk to a healthcare professional. You deserve a real evaluation. You deserve to know what is happening, not just guess. Before we finish, I want to leave you with encouragement because seniors often blame themselves or feel hopeless. Please do not. The body can improve at any age. Blood vessels can respond to better food and gentle movement. Muscles can become stronger. Balance can improve. Sleep can improve. Better circulation is not about pushing yourself hard. It is about supporting your body consistently in small ways every day. Now, let me speak to you directly, like a doctor who truly cares. If your legs feel heavy by evening, you are not weak. Your body may be asking for more movement and better blood flow support. If you get cramps at night, you are not broken. Your muscles may be asking for hydration, minerals, and steady oxygen delivery. If your feet tingle, you are not imagining it. Your nerves may need nourishment, and that deserves attention. If your feet are cold, you are not just sensitive. Your circulation and nerve system may need support. If you see veins bulging, you are not vain for noticing. Your veins may be telling you they are under pressure. My friend, your legs carry you through life. They help you visit family, they help you shop for groceries, they help you cook, clean, garden, and enjoy a walk outside. Taking care of your circulation is part of taking care of your independence. So here is the simple message I want you to remember. The earlier you notice the signs and take gentle steps, the easier it is to improve. Start with food. Start with movement. Start with hydration. Start with kindness to your body. And yes, consider vitamin B3 as a helpful nutrient, especially through food sources like chicken, tuna, salmon, eggs, nuts, and whole grains. But do not treat it like magic. Treat it like one part of a bigger, healthier plan. My name is Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and I'm proud of you for watching this and learning something that can help you. If you want to, you can tell me your age and which symptom is most annoying for you right now. Is it cramps, cold feet, tingling, heaviness, or visible veins? I always like to know what people are dealing with so I can make future lessons more helpful. Take care of yourself. Stay steady. Stay strong. And remember, small steps done consistently can create real change.